The village of Ajare. Nestled between rolling hills and thick forests was the village of Ajare, a place where life brimmed with music, laughter, and tradition. This village was known for its fertile lands and vibrant markets, where traders from far and wide came to barter goods. Yet, beyond the bustling marketplace and green fields was a simpler story that defined the heart of Ajare, a story of family, resilience, and the trials of a young girl named Abeni. Abeni was born to Barbara Akin, a hard-working farmer, and Mama Sade, a woman as gentle as the morning breeze. For the first years of her life, Abeni knew nothing but love and joy. Her mother's melodious songs echoed through their small home, and her father's laughter was a constant reassurance. But when Abeni was 8, tragedy struck. Mama Sade fell gravely ill and passed away, leaving a void that neither time nor words could fill. For years, Barbara Akin struggled to raise Abeni on his own. Though he poured his love into her, he believed she needed a maternal figure. After much persuasion from friends and elders in the village, he decided to remarry.
Kindly subscribe,
His choice
like,
was Abeni,
and comment
a
on my
woman of
channels.
striking beauty who came from a family in the neighboring village. Little did Barbara Akin know, his decision would set off a chain of events that would test his daughter's strength and character. Chapter 1: A New Mother. When Abeni arrived in the household, she was greeted with warmth and celebration. Villagers admired her grace, and Barbara Akin believed he had made the right choice. At first, Abeni seemed kind. She cooked meals for the family, gifted Abeni colorful beads, and whispered sweet words to Barbara Akin. But soon, her true nature began to surface. Abeni saw Abeni as a threat. Her beauty, her kindness, and the admiration she received from the villagers ignited jealousy in Abeni's heart. How dare this little girl overshadow me, she thought. Her treatment of Abeni changed subtly at first. Tasks were assigned to the girl that were too heavy for her small hands. Abeni would fetch water from the stream multiple times a day, sweep the compound until her arms ached, and tend to the farm while Abeni sat idly in the shade. Barbara Akin, preoccupied with his work, failed to notice the growing cruelty. One day, Abeni called Abeni into the kitchen. "Abeni," she said, her voice deceptively sweet, "you are growing older, and you must learn responsibility. Tomorrow, you will fetch me something very special. There is a magical yam deep in the forest. If you find it and bring it to me, our family will never know hunger again." Abeni, though suspicious of Abeni's sudden kindness, nodded. "Yes, Mama. I will go." Chapter 2: The Journey Begins. The next morning, Abeni rose before the sun. She packed a small bag with water and bread and began her journey into the forest. The villagers warned her that the forest was dense and dangerous, but Abeni was determined to succeed. As she walked, the tall trees seemed to close in around her, their leaves rustling with whispers. Hours passed, and just as Abeni began to doubt her strength, she heard a voice. "Where are you going, young one?" asked a colorful parrot perched on a tree branch. Its feathers shimmered like a rainbow in the sunlight. "I am looking for a magical yam," Abeni replied. "It is said to grow deep in this forest." The parrot tilted its head. "The yam is guarded by a serpent who does not take kindly to visitors. But if your heart is pure, you may succeed. Follow me." Abeni hesitated but decided to trust the parrot. It led her deeper into the forest until they reached a clearing. There, coiled around a glowing yam, was a massive serpent. Its eyes glowed like embers, and its hiss sent chills down Abeni's spine. "Who dares disturb me?" the serpent demanded. Abeni knelt, her voice trembling. "I mean no harm. My stepmother sent me to fetch the yam to feed our family." The serpent studied her for a moment, then said, "Many have come here with greed in their hearts, but you seem different. Sing me a song, and I will decide your fate." Abeni began to sing, her voice soft and melodic. She sang of her mother, of love and loss, of hope and perseverance. The serpent, moved by her sincerity, uncoiled and allowed her to take the yam. Beware of those who sent you here, the serpent warned. Not all who smile are friends. Chapter 3, Abeni's Fury. When Abeni returned home with the magical yam, Abeni was shocked. She had expected the forest to claim Abeni. Her jealousy deepened. How could this girl, this mere child, succeed where others had failed? Abeni devised another plan. Abeni, she said the next day, you are truly special. There is another task for you. In the western forest, there is a well cursed by spirits. Its water is said to bring untold riches. Fetch some for me. Though exhausted from her first journey, Abeni agreed. As she made her way to the western forest, she encountered an old woman struggling to carry firewood. Please, child, the woman said, can you help me? Despite her weariness, Abeni carried the firewood to the woman's hut. In return, the woman handed her a small calabash. Open this only when you are in grave danger, she said. It will protect you. Abeni thanked the woman and continued to the cursed well. When she arrived, she saw shadows swirling around it, whispering ominously. Fear threatened to paralyze her, but she remembered the calabash. She opened it, and a brilliant light burst forth, dispelling the shadows and silencing the whispers. The water in the well turned clear and pure. Abeni filled her pot and hurried home. Chapter 4, Abeni's Greed. When Abeni returned with the water, the villagers celebrated her bravery. Abeni, however, burned with envy. If Abeni can fetch this water, so can I, she thought. Greed clouded her judgment, and she set out for the well herself. Ignoring the warnings of the villagers, Abeni approached the well with visions of wealth and power. But when she tried to draw water, the shadows rose again, encircling her. Unlike Abeni, Abeni had no pure heart or protective calabash. The shadows consumed her, and she was never seen again. Chapter 5, A New Dawn. With Abeni gone, Barbarakin learned the truth about his wife's cruelty. He begged Abeni's forgiveness and vowed to make amends. Together, they rebuilt their home, filling it with laughter and love once more. The villagers, inspired by Abeni's courage and kindness, celebrated her as a symbol of resilience and virtue. The parrot, serpent, and guardian spirit watched from afar, pleased that goodness had triumphed. Moral lessons. Kindness and humility will always prevail over malice and greed. Courage in the face of adversity is a powerful force for change. Good deeds attract allies in unexpected places. Greed and envy lead to destruction. True strength lies in maintaining goodness even when faced with evil.
Kindly subscribe, like and comment on my channels.